On July 19th, 2022, there was a major change to, well, Dave's workshop and Dave's life. My beautiful bride, Deborah Hostetler, was taken from this world. There was a project that her and I had been planning on and working towards that I want to bring you along on. It's the rebuild of our 2004 F150 XLT Supercab four-wheel drive and camper conversion. My original plan with Debbie was to put a queen-size mattress in the back of this truck, but since it's only me now, we've had some design changes. I'm planning on doing the at least part-time digital nomad thing. So why don't we take a look, see what I'm doing, and come along for the ride. Here's our build, our sort of semi-starting place. It's an 04 F150 XLT Supercab four-wheel drive. Currently has some lousy 35 1250 17s on it that just aren't up to snuff. That cap is out of a 2007 Chevy 6.5 foot box. Got some issues with it. I got it sealed up mostly, except for the gap. I need to figure that out. We've gone with blacked out lenses, and I don't know if you can see that, but gone LEDs there. The Pro Comps need to be converted to LED. The winch needs to be cleaned up. I'll probably stick new cable on it, and yes, I have the license plate bracket flipped up because, well, hey, you don't need to know. Okay, we're sitting at about 116,000 miles, and the 543 valve ate itself. I'm going to go ahead and do an updated crate motor that's got all the fixes. Actually, I'm having a friend of mine do the labor. Got some air raid, cold air intake, and I've got a Can-N on it. Before I take this thing in for him to do the work on it, I'm going to hit this with some foamy engine bright, defunk it as best I can to try to make it as clean, safe for him to work on. I need to also get to the IWE solenoids and get that fixed. The tires that are sitting on here have 15,000 miles on them. They're Hercules Trail Digger MTs, and I will never recommend A, mud tires ever again, or B, Hercules tires ever again. These things were junk. I've got on order a set of BF Goodrich 33 1250 17 all-terrain TAs that are going to be swapped in all the way. As this is a camper build, that's Marinco 110 volt pass-through, and I've got a GFCI box that I need to install in there before I put the retaining screws in there. One thing I will say, it's a little weird, the ground pin is facing up, but hey, whatever. I'm going to try to go on this side. No, the other side, sorry. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to try to do a DIY awning that will attach somewhere around here and here, but I need it to hang over here so that the door opening doesn't interfere with it. I want a 10-foot awning. Basically, I'm shooting for a 10 by 10. I don't want to carry an easy up, and I want that 10 by 10 space. The rear door, the suicide doors, don't open on either side. There's a known issue with these trucks. There's a end piece that's made out of plastic that holds tension on the cable that crumbles over a few years. A lot of the plastics are falling apart. Well, I've got aluminum replacement pieces. I've got to get these doors open and the interior trim disassembled off of them, and I'll go ahead and replace those. Okay, well, without the topper on it, there was a lot of lawn debris that ended up blowing into and just resting in the bed of the truck. There's, I don't know if you can see that, but there's some surface rust that, particularly there on that rib, went a little past the surface. I'm going to sand this thing down. I'm going to hit it with some navel jelly, clean it up, prime it, paint it. It's just going to be just a regular tan. I'm not going back with Arizona beige. I already have it, but I've got a bed rug that's going to go in back here. The passenger side is where the bed's going to be. It's a memory foam twin, which means I wanted my electrical pass-through on the driver's side so I can have my air conditioner right here. I've got a window unit AC, a little 5,000 BTU window unit AC that I'm going to use in the summertime with my little Sportsman 1000 generator. The reason I picked this top, I mean, there are some regular F-150 tops out there, but I couldn't find a high topper, and I absolutely had to have a high top. So my bed platform is going to sit right here. I'm going to have storage for my water and my portable toilet, and I need to be able to sit on top of that without smashing my head in the roof. I'm going to use the bed platform as a seating surface during the day, and I'll just use a TV tray or a folding camp tray as a table to eat from, work from, use my work laptop. Okay, so I've got the skeleton to the bed put together. These sides are going to be enclosed with XPS foam and poor man's fiberglass, and the top is going to be 1/2-inch plywood. I don't know, I might do 3/4. I'm concerned about that. Okay, this is going to get swapped out as soon as I get the truck back from the engine swap, getting it running. This standard tailgate handle is going to get swapped out for one with a backup camera. Until the engine swap is done, I think I've gone pretty much as far as I can go, with the exception of installing that off-road bumper and winch. I need some help with that. I've got a friend of mine coming. He's going to be out of town, well, till the end of this week. So we'll move on. I want to get this video out. So I think I'm going to end it here. Next thing's coming up is going to be installing that heavy-duty off-road bumper. I've got a 12,000-pound winch that's going in it. I'm going to have that engine swap done. I'm going to replace the stereo head unit with one that's got backup camera, Android Auto, all that stuff. I'm missing a lot of modern features that I'd like to have. And, well, Android Auto head units are cheap, so I figured I'd go for it. I'm swapping that tailgate handle for one that's got an integrated backup camera, so I don't have to worry about using the ones that have the license plate frames, because at night your license plate light washes the camera with light and you can't see anything behind you, so it kind of makes the camera pointless.
I'm gonna fix the suicide doors. I'm hoping to get my friend, who's a lot thinner than I am, to be able to get into the back seat and, well, get to the bolts that'll get us to where we can pop the panels off and pull on those cables so we can get the doors open. Both sides need to be done, and well, hopefully we'll get that done pretty quickly. I think once that's done, I've got the BF Goodrich all-terrain TAs sitting in the living. Heavy line mechanic asked me specifically not to install the bed rug yet, so I'm not. It's also sitting in the living room. I got a lot of parts for this truck sitting in the living room. You'll also notice I'm looking different from the time I started this video. I've decided I'm going to grow a beard, and it's just one of those things I've been wanting to do for a while. She never liked me with one, but I think it looks good, so hey. I've got the structure of the bed done. The camper shell is on. The pass-throughs for the power are in. I still need to figure out battery. My DC to DC charger that I got apparently won't do LifePo 4, or it will. I don't know. There's a lot of conflicting information. The company website says that this model does LifePo 4, but there's a different SKU number, and it seems like a difference between Australian market and US market, and I'm having trouble getting a hold of them. So I may end up getting a different DC to DC charger. I don't care if the DC to DC charger is a separate unit from the solar controller. I just want a good charger. Anyway, other than that, I think I'm good. So yeah, I'll keep you guys coming along as we get this thing finished up. We're getting really close to the finish line here, and as soon as the truck is ready and done and re-registered, we're gonna start making some trips. There will be an inaugural maiden voyage kind of trip. I'm probably going to do Bolivar Peninsula here in Texas, the beach over there. I always like camping on that beach, but I hate tent camping on it. The tents that I have always have too much mesh, and the winds pick up in the evenings overnight, and it carries sand into your tent. I'm hoping the truck camper will give me a, well, I will be up away from the sand, so that should be a big help. We'll see. I mean, the nights are cool enough that I probably won't need to have the windows open all that far anyway. So I do need to rig. Got Reflectix for the windows, so that'll give me some privacy and some insulation. So, well, that's it. That's as far as I'm going to go on this particular installation. So look for the part 2.